So, guys, I want to ask you, what is the best under-the-radar offseason move so far? Peter.
I think pass rusher is so important. I think the Minnesota Vikings have one in Danielle Hunter, and I think they got another one in Za'Darius Smith. I love Za'Darius Smith's game, and I know he missed a lot of time last season with the Packers, and his contract situation made it unattainable for them to keep Rodgers and all these other guys and him. But he originally, the word is out that he's going to the Ravens. I was like, wow, that's a great pickup for the Ravens. And then to hear that he's going in the division and joining the Minnesota Vikings, this guy, huge personality, great leader, and has done it both in Baltimore and Green Bay. I love that he's going to Minnesota. This is a new Vikings team to me. O'Connell is a different feel than Zimmer, and I think there's some great potential in Minnesota, and I love that Za'Darius Smith chose to be there. So I'm going Za'Darius Smith to Minnesota Vikings. Really excited to see what he does.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm going to stay on this Bills bandwagon.
Okay, do it.
And the reason why I'm going to stay on this bandwagon, because I got a feeling after I saw Tyreek Hill leave the Kansas City Chiefs, and I know what they have and what they're capable of doing over there. I know that this is the year of the Buffalo Bills. I hope it's the year of the Buffalo Bills because I know that fan base needs it. And so this guy, Jameson Crowder, that's who I'm going with. He was a Jet. And every single time I watch this guy play, he makes play after play after play. But the thing is, you have to be around guys. And now that he has Josh Allen, right? He has a quarterback. He has a guy that can give him the ball. For me, it's under the radar, right? Under the radar is who is a pickup that nobody doesn't even know about. Right? Nobody even knows Jameson Crowder is going to be with the Buffalo Bills. But you get him Josh Allen. Josh Allen is going to be, the Bills are going to be prime time all the time. And this guy's going to be making plays. And everybody's going to be asking, who is that guy, right? And so for me, I think this is the run for the Buffalo Bills, a Super Bowl run. And who is the guy who's going to be making plays in the big-time moments, not Stephon Diggs, not Gabriel Davis. Obviously, those guys will be making the plays, but who is the guy that's going to be like, who is that guy over there? Who's the new guy with the Buffalo Bills that's making plays? And I got a feeling it's going to be Jameson Crowder.
He's going to have to make some in the title game when he's going against my guy, Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't know how it's possible that a young electric TikTok star who's joining the Chiefs could be under the radar, but somehow it feels like it is. Juju used to be like one of the young faces of this league, and then he's had a couple years. He's been a little quiet. He's got injured. I just think what Kansas City has done in that they let Tyreek go and they bring in Juju and they bring in Marquez and speed and talent. I think he's going to put up big numbers. I really do. I think he's going to sit there, dink and dunk underneath, over the middle. Mahomes here, Mahomes here. You know, we did a last segment where we talked about 8 minutes about who's the MVP frontrunner, and nobody mentioned Patrick Mahomes until Peter at the end. Peter, who has come all the way over to the Joe Burrow camp and abandoned Mahomes. There's a lot of that going on in Kansas City. Emmanuel, I don't know what you think of Juju's game, but sitting there next to Kelsey and Tyreek's spot, I think he's going to put up big numbers this year, and I think we're going to be like, wow, we didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I can see that as well for Juju, and I hope that for Juju, right?
Same.
Everything with the Steelers and everything, I'm like, Juju, let's go, right? When he was playing with Antonio Brown, Juju was the man. So I hope everything in Kansas City is what it is, but will he be able to replace Tyreek Hill? You know,
different.
That's
very different players.
You know, that's going to be different. And for me, I'm always looking like that's Super Bowl, right? When you say free agency, I remember in 2014 when we got myself, Aqib Talib, DeMarcus Ware. Who is going to be the guy on the scene that Super Bowl run, that Super Bowl push? And for me, I don't see the Chiefs just being that. But who knows? I hope it does happen for Juju.
Me too.
I love how you said he's under the radar. Just wait till him and Jackson Mahomes start doing TikTok, and he'll be back out there.
Juju has said he's out on that. Juju's weighed in on that. Will you be doing TikTok with Jackson? He goes, no, that's not going to happen.
I think Juju's cramping Jackson style.
You think so?
If I'm Jackson, like Juju.
You're Jackson fan?
I'm a Jackson fan, yeah.
This is when I feel old, though. I cannot get on TikTok. Instagram is enough for me. I don't need another thing to waste my time. That's me being an adult here. I don't know if this is necessarily under the radar, but I don't think it was talked enough about, and that was Matt Ryan going to the Colts. It felt like a little bit of a throwaway when they found themselves out, of course, of the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. And then he ends up going to Indianapolis. Keep in mind, this is a team that was one game away from making the playoffs with Carson Wentz. They've got an improved defense. And, of course, when you look at what Frank Reich was able to do with Carson Wentz, revamping their offensive playbook, what's he going to be able to do with a guy that's been to the Super Bowl, who's got experience? And I think that he comes in there probably with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. And then we look at the last 2 quarterbacks that went to brand new teams. They won the Super Bowl. Now, they say what happens once happened three times. I'm not sitting here saying in April that the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl, but I think that this is going to be a signing that we talk more about in the regular season, that because there were so many big offseason moves in free agency, we just didn't find ourselves talking. And Matt Ryan isn't exactly the sexiest quarterback signing
and
out
Indianapolis
there, you know?
isn't the sexiest market.
Guess
They're
what?
really good.
Stafford wasn't last year either, to your point.
Exactly.
Wait, isn't that interesting? I remember when they signed the Matthew Stafford thing. You're sitting there going, Matthew Stafford over Jared Goff?
No.
And then just seeing all it takes is one guy with a little bit of experience and putting some weapons around him. And I might point out that it is amazing to me the Cowboys keep telling you that they have cap hell and the Rams just keep trying to figure it out. It's amazing.